Hey, it is freaking hot. I don't know how it is where you're at. Here in Louisiana, we've been hitting triple digits, and it's hot. So I gotta pick and choose what I could do a little bit. So like I'm finished for today till later on this evening when it gets a little, you know, the sun goes down some. But I had the morning. Now the sun's above these trees over here. Now I'm getting the sun here. But what I did, I went ahead and weeded out I weeded out the ginger. Look how beautiful this is, you guys. And if you remember, when I started, I only had like one on each one of these. Look at them, man. And I put my ginger here. So I got what I got. I had 2, 4, 6. I had 8 plants. Some of them's got some doubles in it. So anyway, this whole thing by September will probably be a big giant ginger root in here. You know, they are just reproducing seriously crazy. Look at this, all through here. Look at that back there. Look, and this is just incredible. This is great, and I knew they would do good here because it needs indirect sunlight. Now it gets direct sunlight for quite a few hours every day, you know, maybe 4 to 5 hours, and then by the time it really gets that real intense heat, the sun's being blocked, or got a shadow right here. See the shadow back here? I don't know if you can see it back here from the house, but that's going to start creeping up, and that's going to get in the shade. And the same thing with a lot of this, the dragon fruit. It's doing good because of that. Now, my banana trees are not doing good because of it. They need some more direct sun. So I'm going to be moving these 2 bananas where they get more sun. And that'll give me room to get in here anyway. I need to get in between the dragon fruit, because once they start really growing over it, they're going to crowd this in anyway. I got okra in here. Got to cut out. Some of it's so big, but it's okay if it gets big because we're not keeping it. I might keep some once these, because look, once these get 6 feet tall, and they're going to be putting out so much. But anyway, I found out that the chickens love it because I cut some. I let some grow bigger, cut it up, and they went to town on it. So this is part of my chicken garden here for them. Now I decided what I'm going to do with the corn, since all my corn pretty much. We had a windstorm 2 weeks ago, blew it all down, and we had a windstorm a week before that, blew them over some, but they came back up on their own. These came down and they're not coming back up. And I have some corn, I even have some corn on some of the stuff that's on the ground. It's like it's turning up to the sun, but I'm thinking, you know what, I'm gonna get in here and pull it up. I think I got enough seeds in here. I can redo this and replant, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna find a way. I'm thinking about putting some stakes and running some string in here to help support and hold it up if we do get another windstorm, you know. And we get them, you know, from time to time. So that's gonna be probably this evening. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna start pulling these up. I started pulling some up. I got them here in the wheelbarrow. I started giving some to the chickens. They really are not eating it. It's still sitting in their coops, so they're not touching it. They don't like it. They like the corn, not the plant. You know what I mean? So if I had pigs, they'd be probably chowing down on it. Or if I had some other animal, they'd be chowing down on it. But I don't have that. So I hate the fact that all that would go to waste. And I'm thinking if I cut it up fine, maybe they might eat it. Mix it in with some of the comfrey, because the comfrey, they eat it, but they're not crazy about the comfrey. They like it. They'll eat it if it's in there. They don't go crazy over it. They might turn their nose up to it at first, but then I go back and check and it's gone. They eat it. So anyway, so I'm fixing to I'm gonna pull those 2 banana trees out. I'm gonna stick them out here where we got sun all day so they can grow. I got a Cavendish banana tree right here. Look at this. And it's getting full sun. Now this was a little bitty thing when I planted it. I mean, so small. I mean, it was probably 6 inches. And now look at it. So it's hitting the 7-foot marks. When these get to 9 feet, it's going to put out a flower and start giving me bananas. So I'm going to be having bananas off of this one for sure. And I can get it off those other 2 if I move them out here, get them in the sun. Now I have 2 in the front yard, in my front food forest. One's doing good, the other one's not. So I might have to dig that one up and move it, because if not, it's just going to be a plant in my garden, and it's not going to give me bananas, because it needs to be out in the sun more. Now, even though like right now they got sun out here, but it's more indirect because this elderberry just took over, and it's blocking these bad boys from getting a lot of sun. They're getting indirect sun, and they only get sun in the late evening after the sun moves over this way and it's shining this way. They'll get the sun. That's why they got big leaves on and they're growing. But they would be probably the size of that other one if they got more sun every day. Now, if I dug this one up, even if I dug it up and I moved it, even over here, away from the elderberry, I got a space. I can stick it right here, let it grow in front of the pomegranate. You know, I don't know. It's okay for me to clutter stuff around, because that's what I want to do. It's making a forest, and the forest things grow close. They're covering over each other. They help each other grow. Some things shade some stuff so they can grow, because I got some coffee plants sitting in there. Now they wasn't doing too good when I planted them. They green. They still green, and I think they're going to do better. They're going to do better. It's still going to take them a little while to get recuperated, because they were kind of struggling, and then I transplanted them, and they got over the shock. But this heat, and they're used to heat, but they're not used to direct sun. They need indirect sun. So there's one there. It's doing really well. Really came back. And I think I'm on it right there. That's it right there. And I got one over here, but it's not doing the greatest right now. So I'm hoping it's going to come back. It's got green on it, and I don't know if I'm on it right now. Let me see. Let's see. I think. Let me try to get in here. Let's see if I can get on it. There it is there. That's it right there. And it's struggling, but it's still green, and it could come back. This one's doing really well. This one's doing really well, and it looked like that before. So anyway, maybe that one's getting a little bit too much sun right now. I don't know. We'll see. If one makes it, then one made it. Now I have a Moringa tree that's in the greenhouse that I know if I get that in the ground. Last year I planted one, and I mean it must have got 12, 15 feet tall in a couple of months. If I get this out of the greenhouse, out of the little pot that it's in, and get it in the ground, I can get some moringa leaves. And we buy moringa. To me, it's not worth even trying to grow it to make you powder, because it's so cheap to buy. But I want it just to have some of the leaves. I can cut off the leaves, throw it in a salad. I can give some to the chickens. I can let the thing get the drumsticks on it, which are the pods that have the pods have the seeds in it, and I can reproduce some to sell. And I need to get back here to check on my bananas, my Burroughs bananas. These are the big tall banana trees. They get about 15 feet. And let me get through here. This mulberry's big. And see right here, this right here is a cherry tree that died, but I planted here to see if it was going to grow, and all it's doing is becoming a trellis for this vine, which I need to get back here and get rid of all this. Anyway, I got a flower here, and I got some bananas. That ain't going to be much though. So I don't know if something's coming in eating them. But I got to get in here. I got to take some of these babies off of here, and I got some on the other side. I got to do it so they can grow and give me a flower. And let me see if something's flowering on the other side. I can go in my backyard and go look around and see. It looks like I might be getting something that's going to flower. Okay. Yeah, I got to do some work back here. I got to trim this mulberry. And as soon as this elderberry gets the berries start turning black, I'm actually going to cut those branches off to harvest them. I'm not just going to cut the berries. I'm going to cut the branch off, because when the fall comes, I don't want to do it now because it's too hot. It'll probably kill the tree. Could, but what you do in the fall with the elderberries, you trim it all the way down to the ground, and they come back pretty strong. Okay, just figuring out things to do in this heat. In my greenhouse, I started some watermelon plants, and I think we can get those going here. It's kind of hot, and I'm kind of a little skeptical about even starting it, putting the plants in the ground, because it's so hot. With the transplant, it might not do so. I'm gonna wait till nighttime actually to transplant them and give them all night to kind of recoup. But I got to get the area ready, so that's something that's going to be I got to do very, very soon, because these watermelon plants they're growing in here, and they're going to be getting root bound soon. But here they are. I planted 10, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't like the way that just happened. I just touched it and she fell over like it's broke. Not 6, I got 5, and I got more seeds. I can plant some more if I need to, but this is for the little space I got, that's probably going to be all I'm going to need. There's my horseradish I want to get in the ground. And here's the Moringa tree right here. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Now, it's taken off. Now, it was a stick, and I just kept it to see, and it's doing great. I need to get it in the ground. That's the raspberry that I bought from Tractor Supply. I got to get that out of here and get it in the ground. All these goji berries, I probably need to get them out of here, and they need to get out in the sun. Look at this. Oh, okay. I thought something ate it, but it's turned over. Okay. I should have 10 of those, and I'd like to get those going to resell them, but I need to let them. They need to do more than they're doing now. Now they got roots. They rooted. My pineapple's doing great. Look at that. This is my vanilla bean orchid, and it's growing right now. Now it needs indirect sunlight, so I'm keeping it in here. And I got 2 more cuttings that I'm trying to get. One of them starting to take off back here. The other one, I see. Oh, no, I do see. I see something coming out of it. Beautiful. Beautiful. See that little green back there? There we go. See this one on it? This one here is growing. Good. I paid a good pretty penny to get that, and I'm glad they taken off. It was hard getting them started, though. I tell you, man, that's not easy to start. And I'm not, an orchid guru.